Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 17. As I click on the Garrett Dowey's profile, that's great. To start out this episode of the Global League, the last tour of the year. And man, this should be, at least on paper, it is stacked up to be the best round robin tournament of the whole entire channel. I mean, you have just bangers after bangers in this just in this whole two blocks. It's just, Block B is crazy, but I think Block A matches it, and that should be quite the tournament as far as a couple of tour goals and a couple of things that are going on. So we have officially signed our first two exclusive written per month deals, and it's Yoshihiro Takayama and Minoru Suzuki. Probably hindsight, probably should have signed Sugiura, but that's okay. Really it was at the point, we're at 11 million. We're probably going to be in the 12, maybe even 13 million by the time we're in December. And I just think we could still make money, even if there's only two guys that are on a per month deal. And it's just kind of funny. It's Takayama and Minoru Suzuki but I'm super excited though to get more guys on the roster. If it seems to be we're able to add more people on a per month basis. But we're also trying to keep the roster pretty limited too at the same time. We got 65 people right now, which is still a lot. I'm sure out of active people on the roster, it's probably around 56, 57, which is a nice number to have, but at the same time, we don't want to be too much. We don't have 100 people like we do in the New Japan series. As we're going to sign Tetsuya Endo, Koji Iwamoto, and Konosuke Takeshita as our kind of first young lion class that we're going to sign. We've already signed Koji Iwamoto and Konosuke Takeshita. We're just waiting on Endo to sign. But that's going to be a lot of fun to get some new blood in here. And I think it's only a matter of time before we even get even bigger and better. We're, I think, one pop away. I believe that is correct from being big, which we should be able to do. One thing I will say this, as far as this Global League, every day is going to be a normal show. It's not going to be a tour show. I think just because of how great this lineup is, we can do it really no problem. And obviously with the way Hiro's been working, the way Shibata's been working, Naomichi Marufuji, even Tetsuya Naito rather, and even, Kenta as well, and Morishima. There's 6 or 8 guys that we have that are pulling out 85 plus ratings, and that's awesome. Hopefully we get even more by the end of this Global League. Without further ado, let's waste no more time here. Let's get it rocking and rolling. As I do know that, I got us at the, that's surprising, that we have a Coliseum. I'm assuming there's something going on as far as, nope, 13,000. Not sure where we should have this first day. I'm thinking, we kind of run Chubu and kind of work our way down if we can. And so we'll go ahead and make that 10 and we'll pump that to about 20. Yeah, the Rainbow Hall. I think that's a good starting date. As of obviously Block A will be main eventing this show, which I want to say as far as what will be the main event. I'm seeing, Shibata, Jun Akiyama. Probably a smart bet, a safe bet. I also want to do, or Kenta and Takayama. That'd be very, very fun to see. Of course, those two men have been all over the place as far as have been a very vital part of this series. Been tag team partners throughout the whole time, and through the No Limits, or not the No Limits, the No Mercy stable, and they have been really, attached to the hip. They haven't had a singles match against each other yet, so maybe that could be it. And Takayama's going to win. Kind of a shocking upset. But I think it'd be a very fun upset. I think it makes sense kind of logically and psychology-wise as far as that goes. I don't know why I backed out of that. Because Block B, obviously, probably Hiro and Ishii will probably be the co-main. Or we could do Naomichi Marufuji and Yuji Nagata, though, at the same time. Because that's also going to be an awesome match. As Hiro's going to be Ishii. That's going to be 2 points for him. Yuji Nagata and Naomichi Marufuji. We didn't set an active. Need to set that too. So we'll probably be once we line everything up, we'll be throwing everything into a tournament. So Good thing I checked that, and that could have been real bad. As I want to say I had Marufuji winning that match. Yeah, okay, just want to make sure. That's another very good match. Boy, I mean, it's going to be tough to really... Also, Strong Big Japan facing each other. So I want to have that be a pretty high-profile match, if I can. Right before the time limit, Daisuke is going to beat Yuji Kobayashi there. Boy, oh boy. I guess, Shibata and Drew Nakayama should be on this card eventually. So there we go. Shibata's going to get the win. That'll be 2 points for him. As, Sakuraba and Morishima, because Morishima's doing pretty well. Morishima's going to get the win in 22 minutes. 2 points for him. I think this will be the opener. Miyahara and Masato Tanaka. And I think we'll do Kobashi Nakajima, which is a fun little match. Kobashi's going to get the win. And this is, I almost forgot, this is Global League. This is Kenta Kobashi's final Global League. This is it. He's 45 years old, and he's making his last run for it. And maybe he'll have his final Global League be a win, and be the 2012 Global League winner. That'd be pretty cool. Shuji Ishikawa, Claudio Castagnoli. Claudio's going to get the win over Shuji Ishikawa. Miyahara and Masato Tanaka will just go ahead and add it. Because we know Hanma, Naito, which probably should be a little bit higher on the card, to be honest. We'll put there. Yeah, because I got a feeling Claudio's also another guy that's been phenomenal for us, so didn't want to throw any disrespect his way. Man, maybe we'll have to have Strong Big Japan kind of down here. Hate to do that, but I think that's for the best. I'm going to switch Hanma Naito. So, gotta pause the recording to add all this, because it'll take forever. So, might as well end it, and we'll be back with the show. I was not ready for a 74. My god, as Kento Miyahara beats Masato Tanaka with a Northern Light suplex in 10:02. So, basically, Masato Tanaka can't really work a match that's past, 11 minutes. So, he is pretty much going to be destined to be the opener this tour. Which is fine. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to have a steal the show match. So that perfectly works for me. But that's a huge win for Kento Miyahara, and great start for him in this Global League. So we have an 81. Shuji Ishikawa and Claudio both do 75s. As Claudio gets the win with the very European uppercut. Holy shit! Fucking Swiss death on Shuji Ishikawa. That's a big man to be pressing up. And if there's somebody that could do that, it would be Claudio Castagnoli. That's an awesome 81, though. Somehow got the crowd hotter. So we're back to a 74 as Daisuke Sakamoto beats Yuji Kobayashi with the high angle German suplex in 29-29 by submission. Alright. Gotta change Daisuke Sakamoto's finishers, I guess. It's all fucked. That's fine. Great. It's a 75 for Kenta Kobayashi and Katsuhiko Nakajima, was busting out the burning hammer. Don't think he's going to be doing all that. I think it's just going to be a burning lariat of sorts, but I respect it. I respect him busting it out, as that suffered from a lack of selling on display. Yeah, I can imagine so. Pretty fun though. That got a 75, a 78, as Tetsuya Naito with a forearm strike gets the win in 23-20. We might have him do the Stardust Press. Maybe something we add during this Global League to kind of take him to that next level. Because, yeah, a forearm strike, we gotta have something a little bit more lethal than that. It definitely needs something a little bit more lethal. It's a 79 for Kazushi Sakuraba and Takeshi Morishima. It's Morishima with the Maze Impact of 22-14. And 78 for Morishima, 70 for Sakuraba. So far, we haven't had any disappointments, so that's good. There's 74 here, as Shibata with a 90, though. Just killing it against Drew Nakayama, who gets takes the fall to the Octopus Hold in 23:09. It's a 73. Wow, we keep on getting worse and worse. Wow, Yuji got it with a 53. Was not expecting that, as Naomichi Marufuji with the Shirin Yu in 26-20. Really surprised by that rating by Yuji Nagata. I'm just kind of curious. Poor selling, stamina, declining physical. It's just kind of, I guess he's going down as far as I'm assuming his attributes. He doesn't have the attributes that make him where he's awesome for forever. Because obviously he can still go even in 2021. And that's just not. That's for another 8 years, 9 years at this point. We're basically going almost 8 years, though. So, 83, though, for Chris Hero and Tomohiro Ishii as Hero with the death blow in 25:51. Yeah, I mean, just every match is not. No one's going to sell, but that's fine. It's still an 83. We'll take it. It's a 79 main event. Yeah, Takayama with the upset win over Kenta in 27:18 with the Everest suplex. Basically, every Block A is going to get outperformed by the Block B co-main event because it's probably going to be Hero in it. But yeah, just stamina and poor selling for Kenta. But yeah, pretty fun night, first show here. 79. A lot of good stuff. I'm very surprised, rather, that Claudia and Shuji Ishikawa did so well. But yeah, some great stuff. We'll put over. Yeah, I guess we'll put over Hero. Probably for the best, right? And then Claudio. And we'll put over Shuji Ishikawa too. Takes two to tango, I guess. That's the first night in the books. It's hopefully I can change what's going on with Daisuke Sakamoto's finishers. It sucks that high angle German suplexes ends with a submission win and not a pinfall win. Very, very dumb. But yeah, I mean, obviously I think I spaced out days to where it's basically like every week. So we'll probably be stopping a lot after each show. So yeah, it's 3 days away. And then there's Endo coming in. Perfect. So I'm just kind of curious. So DDTs, we're still having a bidding war for over Suzuki. As yeah, we'll be back for day 2. And now they got us in the Yokohama arena. Interesting. We'll save. And 14,000. Trying to think what would be the best. Yeah, because I guess we can go Osaka, but I figured we just go down the line. Might as well, right? And we'll end it on, because we're obviously going to end it in Kanto, as far as like the final show. So really no rush to get to Kanto. As for day 2, obviously we'll have a Block B main event, and as far as obviously you'd think to have Chris Hero in the main would probably be a good idea. Really love that Katsuki Nakajima Namichimura Fuji match, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. As I think that's what we're gonna do instead. So yeah, but Marufuji's gonna win in 23 minutes. Should be pretty fun. And let's see what Block A. So probably Shibata Morishima. And how about that? Takeshi Morishima's gonna beat Katsuyori Shibata. That's Shibata's first singles loss in the history of the company, as far as for him being in Pro Wrestling Noah. So that's huge. That's a big win for Takeshi Morishima, obviously. As no matter what happens with him, he gets a future title match. As then we'll probably do then Hero and Ishikawa. So Hero's gonna get the win there. And then Claudio and Ishii might as well go back to back. Ishii's gonna beat Claudio. That'll be his first 2 points of the tournament. Yeah, then Kenta Sakuraba. Because Kenta's gonna beat Sakuraba there. As I don't think I have decisive finish put on, so we'll do that. Yeah, then probably Naito and Okabayashi. Then Daisuke and Tomakiyama, which Daisuke's gonna win. We have this for Steal the Show, which is gonna be interesting having 2 Steal the Show matches, but I think it's gonna work. Yeah, and then probably we'll do Jun Akiyama and Yoshihiro Takayama. Yeah, we're gonna give that to Uncle June, actually, as we're already changing how we're going about things, but I think that's for the best. And then Nagata and Miyahara, I'm gonna give that to, yeah, well, I guess we can give to Yuji Nagata. I thought about it, and I think he could use a first win in the tournament. Then Kobashi and Masato Tanaka, so Kobashi's gonna get the win. So that'll be 4 points for Kenta Kobashi. We did pretty good on time there, I felt like. We still have to go to 3 hours, but still think it was pretty good stuff. Usually a road agenting thing has happened. Yeah, it's going to be a referee and road agent. It's Taue getting involved. So there we go. And we'll just do Kobashi. And I already forgot which ref it was. It's Yoshihiro Yamato. So I think it was not him, but it might have been, yeah. So I thought, so we just got to look for Taue, then Taue again. Well, we'll have it be Uncle June that time. Huh. I'm assuming he's... There we go. How about that? I have to run into him eventually. Wow, it's still Yamato. Is he back to back? Yep. Nakayama? Hopefully that did it. Yep. Sure did. Alright, so running day 2. It's a 70 to kick it off as a Burning Laird for Kobashi in 9:38. 76 for Kobashi, 52 for Masato Tanaka. Got to show up the strong start, got the crowd buzzing. Announcing even lifted the match too, so that's good. Oh, there we go. 66 as Miyohara breaks his ankle. That is a travesty. Is what that is. That sucks. So he'll definitely, I mean, I figure that's going to be a pretty... He'll probably miss at least a couple of shows, at the very least, with that. But usually the guy that gets with the backdrop suplex, even though he severely got outperformed, showing with Miyahara. Probably wouldn't have broke his ankle. It's a 65 for Takayama and Jun Akiyama's. Yeah, Jun Akiyama gets the submission win in 17:31. I'm just going to assume he just went to the Exploder and forget all that. It's 65. Not great there. But a 74 for the Hanma Sakamoto match as Daisuke gets the win at the Moonsault Press in 13:41. Now that's selling shown again. But they got the crowd back, though. It's back-to-back 74s. I still need to change Naito's finisher instead of a forearm strike as he beats Yuji Kobayashi in 17:39. It's an 82 for Kenten Sakuraba. It's Kenta with the Basaigu knee in 21:58. Pretty awesome, though. It was Kenta with an 84. Sakuraba with a 66. I got an 82. So we got a cracked tailbone for Claudio here in the... as Ishii gets in with the Brainbuster in 24:13. Ishii outperformed him. I'm not sure if the injury played into a factor there, as no, just inconsistency. And it was the segment rating was hurt from the injury. But everything else did really well. It's an 82 as Hiro and Shuji Shikawa. Hiro gets the win with the death blow in 20:30. That'll be 4 points for him. As deserved better color commentary. Interesting. As an 80 for Shibata and Morishima as they don't click. Oof. But it's still an 80 as Morishima with the amazing impact over over Shibata rather in 27:52. Probably the wrong decision there. It's at 74 for the main. Oof, I thought it was gonna plateau there, but it did not. As Marufuji with the Shirin Yu over Nakajima in 22:35. Still a very good match though. So yeah, I mean that show's gonna be interesting. Yep, lost his pop. Ah man, should have went with my gut. Just gotta go with what works, and that's Hero in the main event. No sense of trying to reinvent the wheel. Probably should flip that in that as well. Yeah, that's just a bad decision on my part. That's on me, Chief. As far as yeah, well, Kenta, I think for sure could use that. Kenta Miyohara for getting the injuries tough. Give him a hug, and I think who else? Ishii did pretty well. We'll probably actually give it to Morishima for the big win. There we go. Please, please, and happy. Yeah, a couple injuries. Lost some pop. Not great, but we still have a lot of shows left, and we'll get it back for sure. I'm not too worried about it, but I just, a little reality check. It's like, listen, this roster isn't as good as I praise it up to be. They are human after all. So there we go. We finally got Suzuki on a contract deal. So, it was a botch move from Ishii, and then just Miyahara's broken ankle. It just kind of happens. It's 2 days. Let's see how. So 41 days. So yeah, Miyahara's out of the tournament, and Claudio's gonna work through a cracked tailbone. What a tough bastard. That's tough. So yeah, we gotta figure out what's gonna happen there with Miyahara and just kind of go from there. Yeah, it's a tough break for Miyahara having this big of an opportunity and not being able to compete in the rest of the tournament, as Naomichi Marufuji lifted the locker room when he organized and won a video game tournament. That was going to be a huge moment for him. And so what we did is I just thought about trying to get in trying to get Kinsuke Sasaki back. It's kind of like a big return. It's like he's gonna, take his place. But Dragon Gate wasn't really budging on a lot of things, so just gonna have him forfeit. But so yeah, everybody has their points already as far as Kento Miyahara forfeiting, and it just sucks to happen, and it sucks to see. That's part of the business, sadly. As we're back to Block A main event, and man, we got some good ones. Got some good ones here. Obviously, would have loved that Chris Hero Kento Miyahara match. That'd been a lot of fun to see. But we're gonna do Shibata and Sakuraba. After 7 teammates colliding in a draw, be 1 point each. Shibata does not like that at all. I figured as much, especially after losing to Morishima. Gets the draw. As for Block B, obviously we would go with Hiro Miyahara in that case, but we can't. I think we're going to go with Ishikawa and Marufuji. They've had some good matches in the past, and I think this would be a pretty fun match. Obviously, this would be, another singles match that they've had, and Marufuji's going to win again. Shuji Ishikawa just can't quite figure him out. Then we'll do Claudio and Kobashi. Kobashi's going to beat Claudio, and a big win there. Kobashi's 3-0 to start this out. He might just win the damn thing in his final Global League. Then definitely Daisuke and Kenta, because that match should be pretty awesome. That's going to go 20. And now it's kind of like a crapshoot. Can kind of go. I know this will probably be the opener. Probably this. And then Ishii, Tanaka. And then, so we'll probably do Morishima Hanma. Which Hanma's going to beat Morishima. And a big upset there. And Morishima's not too pleased with that. We're going to keep him strong. Hopefully he bites. Yes, perfect. And then Naito and Akiyama. It's Jun Akiyama's going to beat Tetsuya Naito there. Don't know how I feel about that, but we're going to rock with it. So we'll have Taue be the road agent. Yeah, then Ishii and Masato Tanaka. So Ishii's going to win that one. And yeah, then Yuji Nagata, Katsuhiko Nakajima, which we are switching to Katsuhiko Nakajima getting the win. And Takayama over Okabayashi, with Okabayashi beating Yoshihiro Takayama in a pretty big win there for the Strong Mid Japan member. As I don't know where I'm going. I was blinking. There we go. Got it figured out now. Obviously, that's going to be yellow for Hero match not getting added, but Claudio with his injury, the cracked elbow, hate to see it. Gonna have to keep working. We'll see what happens now with our 9 segment shows. They don't click. Still, 69 could have been worse as Okabayashi gets the one with the brainbuster in 1912. So he outperformed him. So at least the right guy won. And then Katsuhiko Nakajima and Yuji Nagata. As Nagata gets Nakajima rather gets the win as he pins Yuji Nagata with the British German suplex on 22:53. It's a 61 for Ishii, Masato Tanaka who don't click. God damn it! As Ishii gets the win in 9:57 with the lariat over Masato Tanaka. It's a 66 for Naito and Jun Akiyama as the wrong guy won. For sure, but bit of an upset there for Jun Akiyama beating Tetsuya Naito. 23 minutes. It's a 70 for Morishima and Hanma. They did the same. The pillar crash for Hanma in 22-22 over Takeshi Morishima. Hell yeah. Hanma Mania running around as an 80 for Kenta and Daisuke Sakamoto as Kenta with the go to sleep over Daisuke in 1954. It's a fun match. It's awesome. We have this in Tokyo too, so that didn't change the show venue. It's another 80. It's Kobashi busting out the Burning Hammer over Claudio as in 25:39. So yeah, Claudio, even with his injury, somewhat slowed him down, but he still outperforms Kobashi to get the 80. It's a 76 for Marufuji and Ishikawa as Marufuji busts out the Tiger Frozen. Hell yeah. As it's definitely Flosion, but that's alright. As Tiger Flosion. As in 2343. God, I hate this mod sometimes. As Marufuji 86, 76 for Shushikawa. Way to go, Marufuji. Killing it. 73 for the main event for the time limit draw, as Shibata and Sakuraba go 30 minutes. They can't figure out a winner between the two. Probably hindsight, probably should have had Shibata get the win, but wanted to put over Sakuraba in some way during this tour, and felt like that was the best way to do it. Yep, we keep on losing Pop. So, yeah, probably not going to work as far as the normal show ratings. Well, I mean, we'll see. We'll get it back with the hero match, I'm sure. Hopefully. So, sure, we'll give some love to Shibata there, Kenta, and also get to Kobashi. So far, Kenta's really been pulling his weight. He's doing really well. Yeah, this Global League kind of fell apart on me with that one injury. Just felt like we couldn't get it past that great first show that we had. Couldn't quite have that same type of formula we had. Just sucks. Sucks for sure. But we'll get, we still got a long ways to go. We're not even at the halfway point. As, but the Day 4 show is tomorrow. And then Sakuraba's gone too, so we'll have to make sure we remember, or at least, I'll write down what all of his stuff is going to look like, so that way I can just add it back, no problem. And yeah, we'll get you guys for Day 4, and then we'll look at the standings after Day 4 as well. Alright, Day 4, and hopefully we can get something going here. I haven't even really looked at seeing Marufuji again, being a fucking savage, winning these tournaments. Jesus, I haven't really looked and seen what our pop is looking like, or anything like that in a while, so yeah. Figured it'd drop a couple of points. Hopefully we can get it back, though. Hopefully. And I think this show we can do it, as I want to make sure. I almost forgot to change it. So yeah, the Sapporo Ice Arena. 10,000. Works for me. Hiro Nakajima is the main. As Nakajima is going to win. He's going to beat Chris Hero. We're trying to make a guy. And that's a big time win for Mr. Nakajima, that is for sure. As far as a Block A co-main, Shibata Hanma would be pretty awesome. That's very much like a never open weight, and that's why we're going to have it set for Steal the Show. It's going to feel like that never open weight title scene that was going on almost around this time, in the early 2010s, 2013, 2014, really era, where they were just beating the fuck out of each other, and it was awesome. So Kobashi would have taken on Kidami Ohara on this card. Obviously, that's already taken care of, though. It's Naito and Kenta. Fun match. This Kenta's going to get the win. And that's a nice win for Kenta. Probably... Man, I mean, it's really tough. But I think Morishima and Kobayashi probably next, as Morishima's going to get the win. Now it's dangerous for Claudio Nagata, and Claudio's been doing great. As he gets a nice win over Yuji Nagata, they don't even have to change that one, so that makes me feel good. As I had a feeling that Claudio should have gotten the win there. It's Jun Akiyama and Daisuke Sakamoto. Man, I don't know how I feel about that. Well, let it ride. I don't know. Don't know on that one. Oh, wait a minute. Tomohiro Ishii and Naomichi Marufuji, the match that we never got. We gotta do this. That's gonna be way up there. I didn't even see it. Holy shit, yeah, that's going there. I mean, that honestly should be the co-main. I guess we could do that. It's, cause, yeah, they're, I know they're Block B, that's right. Never mind. JK. But still, that's a really, really good match, though. I am excited for that one. Yeah, then Ishikawa and Masato Tanaka. Ishikawa's gonna win the teammates. And then Takayama and Sakuraba, which they'll go on after that match. As Sakuraba's getting the win. I think that's his first points of the tournament, weirdly enough. I think, what? I've got a feeling it'll go right there. So we'll change the time, and then we'll look and see. Oh no, we'll go after the. We'll look at the tournament standings after the show. That's our 9. TEW, given too much. Damn. Assuming it's up here. Yep. Let's have Bikobashi. Just want to make sure. Yep, still good. Alright, let's run the show. 77 opener, Zishikawa with the Hawaiian Splash Mountain in 950. It's a strong start. Got the crowd buzzing here in Sapporo. 69 for Daisuke. Yep, I should have known. Went with the upset. Kind of went a little too upset heavy, I think, with this Global League so far. But Jun Akiyama gets the win in 2013 with the Exploder. As the Risk Clutch Exploder, to be exact. Sakuraba gets the win in 21-49. He doesn't have a finisher set either. Jesus. I mean, it sucks. Sucks. 74 for Claudio and Yuji Nagata. My God, Nagata with a 47 is just horrendous. Who would have thought that Yuji Nagata was going to be so bad? As Ricola Bomb for Claudio in 21-37. That's a nice win. For him, even with the injury, almost doubled Yuji Nagata's points. 72 for Morishima and Okabayashi. That's a close one now. That's fun. A little too short. Thought about that when I saw that we only had it going 17. I was like, we probably should bump that up, but chose not to. That's what I get. As a 78 for Kenta and Naito as a Busaiku Ni for Tetsuya Naito at 21-34. As Kenta with an 80, 74 for Naito. Another 78 as, wow. Yeah, this match obviously was going to deliver, and Naomichi, Marufuji, and Demarishi, they finally get their match. Marufuji with the Shirin Yu in 26-15. A huge win there. Just want a curious lack of selling, as always. Ooh, co-main is 77 is pretty close, thanks to Shibata being off his game. Shibata with the Octopus Hold in 13-24. Pretty fun there. And main event's a 79, probably because Nakajima won. But the Bridging German Suplex for Nakajima, and that's a huge win. Beating Chris Hero. Pretty awesome. We'll see how the show did. Could have gained 1 pop in Japan. Damn, I mean, it's tough. I mean, we're throwing a lot of good stuff out there, it seems like, at least on paper, and it's just not really clicking. Obviously, we have a lot going on the show, too, but, man, I thought for sure that was going to be the show we gained our pop back. It was not. It was Marufuji with a great night. He's going to get some love for sure, and, yeah, I mean, let's give it to Nakajima, let's give it to Hero for the good performances between those two in the main of the best match of the night. We're just kind of trying to rotate the wealth here of kind of the post-show comments. 4 shows down. It's definitely a lot different than what I imagined. I thought this was going to be a slam dunk of a tour. So far, and it's been anything but that. Well, there's still good shows. It's just not what it could have been. It's dramatic, Mama John still, for some reason, being the best guy in DDT as he beats Takeshi Rikio. It's an 81 for Mama John. Just so funny. Yeah, Sakuraba's gone, so we gotta bring him back. And then, on to day 5. We go. Alright, day 5. We are going to be changing the venue, and then we'll be running through where our standings are. So, yeah, probably the Maison Arena instead of Osaka Castle Hall, so that way it's a full sellout. But the standings, trying to set bracket and standings at the same time and create a whole new word. It's Block A. It's a close race. 3-way tie with Jun Akiyama, Kenta, and Takeshi Morishima with 6, and then Shibata's right behind him with 5. As we also have with 4 points Daisuke Sakamoto and Tetsuya Naito, and everybody else with 2. Everyone's got at least a win in that block. As Block B, we have Marufuji is running away with this one. He is 5-0. He has got 10 points. First guy with 10. Then Kobashi's behind him with 8. And it's just, you got Claudio, got Hiro, Nakajima, and Ishii all with 6. It's pretty crazy as far as how wide open that is. You know, with you having Marufuji and Kobashi as 1 and 2. I don't think anyone really saw that one coming. And obviously, with Kobashi, would he have lost to Miyara? I don't remember. I don't remember what I had it set as, but I think he might have won. I think he would have. Or am I? I might be mistaken. I think you can look. I think you can. So there's here. There it is. So yeah, Miyara was gonna win. So that's crazy. That really changes the whole aspect of this tournament. As we have a couple of backstage incidents. Suzuki, as he gave a locker room a lift when he provided free creative drinks for everyone. And then, of course, Sakuraba's picture's fucked. This fucking match is gonna be the death of me. It's, don't know why. Whenever I loan Sakuraba, he just doesn't have his picture. I gotta remember it's not the alt. There we go. Alright, so, and, have to bring it up. So, day 5, which will, be back to Block A. And I believe the main event for that night that we have penciled in, it's, I think it's going to be Morishima Naito. I don't know, though, because Block A is, you can really see that it's not at that same level as Block B, but it's certainly, there is some good guys in it, though at the same time, maybe Kenta Junakiyama, I'm not, it's tough to really call there. I'm going to go with Kenta Junakiyama, just Kenta's had such a great run so far, and he's going to get a win over Akiyama there. And then Block B, the co-main, I guess we'll do Hiro Nagata. Yeah, that's not happening anymore, as Chris Hero desperately needs a win over Yuji Nagata there. And that's a nice performance for him. Actually, I don't know, though. Maybe Kobashi Marufuji should probably be the co-main, as Marufuji's going to win. And making that streak continue, I mean, now he is full force. 5 straight wins. Incredible. Amichi Marufuji having a hell of a run in this 2012 Global League. So now for the rest of the card. Yeah, probably Shibata. Because he's Shibata. He's going to get the win in 16 minutes there over Okabayashi. Yeah, then I think Morishima Naito's going to beat Morishima in 22 minutes. Then Ishikawa and Nakajima. So give that win to Nakajima. I thought about it with Ishikawa. Thought about it. That's going to be close. Someone might get fucked in that match. Then Claudio and Masato Tanaka. So Claudio getting the win. And then Takayama and Hanma. As Hanma's going to beat Takayama. Oof. And then, so I think we'll have, and then we'll have Sakuraba and Daisuke, which that's going to go 22 minutes, and Sakuraba will be getting the win. I don't know how I feel. I feel like Sakamoto might outperform him. Oh, but had Daisuke get the win. Go as 3 hours. There we go. And so, pre-booking stage is set. We're all ready to go. On to day 5. And Sakuraba definitely shouldn't have beaten Daisuke Sakamoto. Sakamoto with an 82. Oof. But it was an 82. It's a pretty awesome match. Oof. I just realized I didn't change where that. So we gotta flip that and that. Whew. Not gonna be bad, but great stuff there. It's a 70 for Takayama and Hanma, as Hanma with the pillar crash over Yoshihiro Takayama gets a 55, and Hanma with a 67. I'm sure a lot of people are like, yeah, this was the guy you wanted to sign on a written deal per month. Yep, it's the principle of it. It's tired of fill around with Dragon Gate as Nakajima beats Shushikawa straight decision as Nakajima with the bridging German suplex in 1954. Not enough selling shown, but still good stuff. It's a 70 for Claudio Masada Tanaka as the Rikula bomb on Masada Tanaka in 10:04. Announcing quality lifted that match and got the crowd buzzing still, so that's good. It's a 75 for Morishima and Naito. There we go. We gave him the Stardust Press. He won with it. Also gave him the Gloria too. I was thinking he had the Gloria not in 2011 or in 2012, but he did. I don't know why. I was thinking it was LIJ infused move, but it was not. Still pretty awesome though. 78 for Shibatas and Okabayashi as Shibata with a 91. 70 for Okabayashi is Shibata with the Octopus Hold and 16-20. Pretty good stuff though. 81 for Hiro Nagata. Chris Hero with the Death Blow in 28:45. Just dragging Yuji Nagata's old grandpa ass across the finish line of that. It's an 80 for Kobashi and Marufuji. As I was the actual co-main. I always do that. As Marufuji beats Kid Kobashi with the Sharon Yu in 28-23. Right guy wins. Even though Marufuji was off his game. Still delivered. See how the main event does? Fucking 78. As Kenta with an 88 though. That's awesome. It's Busaiku Knee for Kenta in 25-27. And yeah, I mean, again, just can't do it. But why the Sakuraba Daisuke Sakamoto match was the best match on this card. So we're going to give some love to Daisuke there. I'm going to give some love to Hiro, of course, and then Marufuji. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah. Awesome. So, now we just have our final 4 shows of the Round Robin Tournament. And, I mean, it looks like Block B's pretty much sealed, but Marufuji, that Block B, it's tough. He's got Claudio still. He's got Chris Hero still. He's got both Kings of Wrestling. And he also has, he would have had Miyohara left, which sucks. And I think he's got Masato not going to end it. So, I mean, he's got a very good shot at winning it, but still having the Kings of Wrestling, I might throw a damp in the plans as pay raise for Hanma and Ishii. Makes sense. It's a hell of a tournament that they've been performing in. And yeah, and we're keeping it rolling. On to day 6 we go. Alright, so day 6. So we keep it rolling. Keep it going. Hopefully it's a pretty good show though, all things considered. Another 10,000 seat arena for this day 6, as it's going to be a Block B main, and that's perfect because Claudio and Marufuji is definitely, I don't know though, Hiro and, man, that's that's tough. Hiro and Kobashi is going to be awesome, so we're going to go with that, I think, as the main, but that's certainly the match that's going to go before the co-main. So Marufuji's going to beat Claudio too, just for the sake of the tournament, because, I mean, Marufuji at this point is just rolling with this thing. We're going to give it to Claudio, just to add a little bit of extra spice to this tournament. Claudio's going to get a nice win there. Yeah, now for the rest of the card. Boy, oh boy. Kenta and Hanma. That could be pretty fun. Because, I mean, we got to figure out something for a Block A co-main. Because, I mean, Shibata could obviously work with Takayama, but I just think this will be the better match. I don't know, maybe we should have Shibata and Takayama. They've had a match before in the past. I want to say it was the first Navigation. Yeah, got a 77. Should do about that same rating, maybe even a little bit more. Not a bad idea. So, oh, yeah, there we go. Pretty solid night of matches, if I do say so myself. So yeah, Daisuke, Morishima, for sure. Morishima's going to get the win there. We haven't really looked at Block A, so we might as well do that. As, yeah, Kenta's now in the lead with 8, which is nuts. And Shibata's behind him. So yeah, it is 10, it'll be 10-9 in Morishima will have 8 points after that as well, so he'll be in third. I guess it all because he's going to beat Drew Nakayama, so it's all going to come down to, or rather, it's all going to come down to how this Yuji Kobayashi Drew Nakayama match, and for Naito and Sakuraba, which Naito does win that, so that is going to be interesting to see how that Block A plays out. Because Block B is looking to be just a 3-person race at this point. Maybe, well, because of Kobashi losing, and now he just lost to Hero too, so that's some tough losses. But Jun's going to beat Kobayashi. I don't know how I feel about putting over Jun Akiyama so much in this, because he's really been getting a lot of big wins that he definitely shouldn't have. I think that kind of hurt this tournament more than anything, is this was the opener, and Masato Tanaka will be beating Yuji Nagata, that's for sure. It's Ishii and Nakajima, which, what a banger of a match. Ishii's going to beat Nakajima there. Yeah, that match is going to be pretty awesome. We'll put that there. And we're just going to go ahead and add Naito and Sakuraba now, because no sense of just going back to the page. We can just do this now. It's Naito. 24 minutes. Naito beats him. Good stuff. Yeah, we'll probably put it there. Take a look at this too. Okay, perfect. So yeah, I'm just gonna change the length of 3 hours. No problemo. So 53. Not great at all. Nagato's off his game, and Masato Tanaka with the rolling elbow. I can't. So he beats Yuji Nagata 9:47. That's a 59. For Kobayashi and Jun Akiyama, they don't click either. I knew that going into this, though. That's why it was 10 minutes. I'm a fucking idiot. But still, it wasn't that bad, at least. As Jun Akiyama should definitely not have won the match, though. Should have switched it to Kobayashi. 71. How about that? Sakuraba actually outperforms him, as Naito with Gloria in 24:01. Interesting. Wonder why that was. Naito's done pretty well up to this point. Just inconsistency, I guess, and poor selling. Damn. That's tough. It's a 76, though, for wow, Nakajima outperformed him. That warms my soul, seeing Diamond Ring do so well. Ishii gets the win, though, in 26-25, the Brainbuster. The wrong guy won. It's an 80 for, again, Daisuke Sakamoto. This has really been his tournament, and I feel real bad, because I think he's going to finish outside the top at least 3 of his block. And he should have been in the top 3 for sure, the way he's been performing. As he loses to Morishima at the Amaze Impact of 23-18. The 79 for Kenta and Hanma. That's pretty close, though, at least. So, Kenta with the Basaiku knee in 2009. Getting the win there. It's an 83 for Claudio and Marufuji. I mean, at the same time, though, Marufuji has been outperforming every guy he's faced. There is something to be said there, but Marufuji losing. I don't know, if Claudio wasn't hurt, he probably would have outperformed him. I'm cool with that. 28-48 is how that one goes, and that's a great match. It's an 82 for Shibata and Takayama. Shibata with an octopus hold in 1950. Please main event deliver. 87, thank Christ. Hiro and Kobashi in 26-28, as Hiro gets them with the death blow. Perfect. We needed that. Thank Christ. And finally, we get an A show, too, in this Global League. Took 6 shows, but we finally did it. It's, man. We had to have the worst match on the same card as the best match we've had so far. Yeah, we're going to give all the love to Hiro and Kobashi for that one. And also, we're going to give some love to Claudio as well. Just the kings of wrestling. I mean, you talk about being the MVPs of this series. They've been phenomenal. Have been absolutely phenomenal. And have been built up the entire time. You know, they started out with, I think their pop in Japan was like in the 10s. Maybe the 20s. But, long time. But we got them there. And they are definitely, especially Chris Hero. Fucking Gaijin number 1 and 2. Alright, so the standings. After 6 days, we'll go with Block A first, I guess. That probably makes sense. It's Kenta and Shibata and Morishima Naito and Jun Akiyama are the top 5 there. As, Daisuke Sakamoto should have been replaced Jun Akiyama for sure. But that's okay. Naito kind of deserved it. He just got outperformed by Sakuraba. That's, what happens. And poor Okabayashi and Takayama. Takayama got the big one over Kenta, though. So there is that. He beat his tag team partner and stablemate. As for Block B, you got 12 points for Marufuji, but then you have the Kings of Wrestling with 10 each. Nakajima and Kobashi with 8 each, as is Ishii. And of course, Nakajima's beaten Chris Hero, so that could play into a factor. He has not faced Claudio yet, so that, got a lot of implications there. But, Marufuji beat Nakajima, so he can't win the block, but you could still finish ahead of Chris Hero and maybe even Claudio, too. So that's a big-time moment there for Nakajima, and he's definitely earned it. Ishii there at 8 is fun to see. He's only lost to Hero and Marufuji, which I think he got outperformed in both those matches. So, just kind of lost to the better guy. Nothing really you can do there. But it's nice that at least everybody has won a match. No one's getting shut out in the Global League. We are the best of the best. At least we're trying to have the best of the best of Pro Wrestling now in New Japan. And Big Japan and 0-1, Masato Tanaka's stay well, actually 0-1's not even a thing anymore, so not even that, just Big Japan, yes, in some cases, but very, very fun to have it, and at least, as far as our history, that was our second best show ever, and even so, as far as our Global League shows, 15th, 16th, 17th, 9th, it's still in the top 20 of our shows of all time, so it's not like it's a bad tour or anything. It's just not what I envisioned. I was expecting 85 plus shows the entire time, but just took a little while. I can't wait for us to have 10 85 plus matches as well. That would be very fun to see. As on to day 7 we go. It's got 3 more round robin days left. Oh wow, that goes in Jinju. Oh my. We'll definitely not be running there yet, but we hope to be very, very soon. We must have had enough time to where now we can run like the big ass arenas, so that's cool. Let's see if there's even a big time arena here. Probably won't be. Yeah, we'll just kind of skip that. Wow, just not a whole lot that we can do, really. I guess we're going to go back to Osaka Castle Hall if we want to run, like, the big venues. But yeah, we kind of can't go anywhere else. 5,000 even? Yeah, I guess we can do 7,000 at Sendai City Gym to at least be able to run a show in that venue, or at least in that area. So, day 7 will be a Block A main. Yeah, Morishima and Kenta kind of makes sense, but actually, it should be at least Shibata and Sakamoto, as Shibata's going to beat Sakamoto. We're going to give this a little more time. That's going to be a pretty fun match, so how Daisuke Sakamoto has really reached that level now. As far as Block B, there's really no other co-main that it could be than Chris Hero and Naomichi Marufuji. Hero's going to beat Marufuji and has now taken Block B. Poor Marufuji goes on that incredible run and just has the one loss and then just starts kind of going downhill from there. Now Hero is going to be tied with Marufuji, plus we'll have the tiebreaker win over him. And is Claudio going to join him? He will, because of the, already. Well, he won't have any points added to him, so I guess he'll be stuck at 10 there. Tough for Claudio. Then, as far as the next match goes, probably Kenta and Morishima. Kenta's going to get the win right before the mark, and then we're going to have Kobashi and Ishii. Kobashi's going to beat Tomohiro Ishii. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll run it. I think they've had a singles match before, I want to say. They have not. I was thinking they did. I was mistaken. That's a great win for Kobashi. That's, he's not made a fool of himself in this last Global League, unlike Yuji Nagata and even Masato Tanaka. Which, yeah, I mean, this kind of, I guess Hanma and Akiyama. I mean, God bless Jun Akiyama. I love the man to death, but I gave him way too many wins. Tomo Akiyama's going to get a win there, and then Naito and Takayama. Naito's going to get the win there. Then Shuji Ishikawa and Yuji Nagata. Nagata will not be getting the win. That will be a Shuji Ishikawa win because he's the man. Nakajima Masato Tanaka. Nakajima's going to get the win there. I'm glad I got that right. And then the Sakuraba win, or match rather, as I must have, let's see, I think it's Yuji Okabayashi, yes it is, which Okabayashi will be winning. Awesome, I don't have to change that. So he's going to get the win. I have it set for 18, but I think we're going to put this at 20, maybe 19, just to, there we go. So Okabayashi will be getting the win. Good stuff. Good stuff. We'll put it, oh, yeah, I mean, I guess that's fine. I guess Sakuraba's doing alright for himself, I'd say. I think that one show was a fluke, to be fair. That's alright. We're good to go there. Start the show. It's Nakajima with an 80. Hell yeah. He's done it. He gets the win. With the British German suplex at 940. 71 for Shuji Ishikawa and Yuji Nagata. It's Ishikawa with the Hawaiian Splash Mountain in 2012. Or 2022, rather. 72 for Naito and Takayama. It's the Stardust Press. 22:33. 70 for Sakuraba and Okabayashi. They did the same. They just had the awkward chemistry, which sucks, but still was a 70 somehow. I'll take it. Okabayashi with a brainbuster. 79 for Hanma over Jun Akiyama's Hanma the 76. 60 for Jun Akiyama. I mean, yeah. Fucking Hanma mania running wild. 75 for Ishii and Kobashi. Should have gave it to Ishii there, but it's Kobashi's last one. Want to give him a nice big win, and he gets the win. 23:52. We're just gonna save the burning lariat. It's an 82. Wow. I mean, I forgot they have great chemistry. Completely forgot about that. As kid with the go to sleep. I love how he just busts out that go to sleep when it's somebody. That's pretty awesome. As he gets the win in 29:12. 89 for Kenta. And 82 again as Hiro. Wow, look at fucking Naomichi Marufuji outperformed him. How about that? Pretty awesome. Naomichi Marufuji doing the damn thing. Just Hiro's inconsistency hurt him. But you see all the bonuses for Marufuji. I can say it's about the same as Hiro's. Yeah, 5 and 5. Yeah, I mean, it's the same. It's pretty awesome, though. 83 main event. Tip of the cap to Daisuke Sakamoto there, bringing it a good match with Shibata to at least having it an 83. Obviously would have hit that 85 probably mark, I'm sure, if it was for some selling involved. And we're getting our pop back. Thank Christ. Alright, so, I think Shibata's kind of been long overdue for a nice little praise. Marufuji, again, should be getting some... maybe not, though. Maybe Daisuke again. Because, we want to kind of go around the horn here and try to make sure that kind of everybody's getting the praise. So we'll do Hanma, and we'll do Morishima. Because I'm trying to just hit everybody. So everybody's got high morale. Hell yeah. We're rolling strong. Keeping it rolling. And now that we're in December officially, I think now we can kind of run some more bigger venues now, which is great. I think, as far as for the next Global League, definitely the hard thing is kind of navigating when we book New Japan guys with it. But I think maybe next year, hopefully, we won't have as many New Japan guys that we have to kind of shuffle around with. And that we can also push the tournament back a little bit. Because now we're in December officially, but now we're going to have to kind of wait a while up until the actual final show. when we shouldn't really be doing that. But that's okay. As a TV Asahi's deal, we're gonna just re-up that. See if we can get a new deal. If we can. Alright. See if, let's see, late night. Figured that's probably what we can only get. Yeah. 35%. Make sure that's also getting deal for tour highlights. Oh, never mind. I did the same exact thing. Can we get it a little higher than late night? Nope. Alright. Yep, on to day 8 we go, which of course we're looking at the standings real quick. Kenta has the spot, but you see there, he still has Shibata left. He's even got Yuji Kobayashi, he might get fucking upset. You never know. And Naito's got Daisuke left, and he's got Shibata as well. So, Shibata might not be walking out of the Global League as the winner of the block. Might be Naito. Could be. Could be Kenta, could be Shibata. It's really a, three-person race. Same thing for, well, actually, Block B's a little bit more wide open. There's, technically, it's a five-man race, but really, because of tiebreakers and whatnot, it's really down to Marufuji and Hiro and Claudio. I will say this, though, Nakajima has beaten Hiro, so it's a four-man race, rather. But Kobashi's out of it. But he's still, as far as he's got Ishikawa and Yuji Nagata, so you would assume he's going to finish with 14, maybe 12. And then you have Hiro, who still has Claudio, and he's got Masao Tanaka left. And Nakajima and Claudio and Hiro, they all are very much intertwined. He's just going to see if Marufuji's going to lose to Masato Tanaka here, because, that's the only match he's got left, because he would have taken on Kento Miyahara at this show. That's about to happen, so would have been a little bit more exciting, but here we are. And that's kind of where Block B's at. And thank you all. As far as you've made it this far, you're a real one. So we'll go on to day 8. Alrighty, day 8, which is a Block B main event, of course. And it's probably going to be Claudio Nakajima, to be honest. As far as where this show is going to take place, I think Osaka. I think that's where we're going to run it. I don't know where else, as far as big-time venues that we can run anywhere else. Because, really, well, we got Kyushu, I guess we're doing 15,000 here. Yeah, I guess we'll do that, and then day 9 will be an Osaka venue, or we're going to do a Kanto venue. Yeah, we'll run Osaka Castle Joe Hall. That makes sense. So Claudio Nakajima. That's a big time main event now. Nakajima's gonna beat Claudio. Yeah, we're doing the damn thing. This is the year Nakajima is really being established, and that's a big win too, because those, as far as Diamond Ring and Kings of Wrestling, they've been pretty intertwined. Nakajima and Miyahara, they beat Hiro and Claudio during the Tag League earlier this year, and to get a win, a singles win, especially, it's very, very awesome. It's for a Block A co-main now. Shibata Naito is really the only option, and Shibata's going to win, which is going to put Naito out of contention of winning this block, and that will have Shibata with 13, which will lead to Kenta and Okabayashi, which Kenta's going to win, which, to bring it back, it's going to end with Shibata and Kenta. So we're going to have a shootout here. The only way Shibata gets in, if he's got to win the match. He can't have a draw with Kenta. He's got to finish him. That's pretty fun implications there. And we have, as far as Daisuke and Yoshihiro Takayama, I guess we can just... Because there was really no rhyme or reason for a lot of these matches. As far as, Jun Akiyama is not beating Takeshi Morishima. Not happening. Morishima's gonna get a win. God bless Jun Akiyama, but he almost had way too many wins this tournament. Ishikawa and Kenta Kobashi's probably gonna go a little later on. You know, it's interesting, with Kobashi, because he's gonna have 12, and I think we're gonna have Ishikawa beat him, because I think Ishikawa's gonna outperform him. But that's a fun match, though. Like, I would love to see, like, Prime Kobashi and Prime Ishikawa, because that's a big-ass man to have he's a lot of Akira Taue traits I see in Ishikawa. He's just a little bit more athletic, but Taue in his prime was a fucking savage, though, so it's kind of, you want a more athletic guy, do you want to, well, Shujikawa's doing death matches, so he's a definition of a savage, though, at the same time. So maybe, in the same breath, I would say, as Nagata is not beating Ishii. It's very funny, though. Obviously, I overvalued what Yuji Nagata was going to bring to the table, because he did not bring it. Not even close to bringing it. And as for the Sakuraba match, Tomoe Akiyama, and he's going to beat him. I don't know how I feel about that. I think Hanma's going to outperform him, but we'll stick with it. Hanma's got more pop, too. Fuck it. What are they gonna? He's got 6, and Sakuraba's got 5 still. That's not a lot of wins. Yeah, I'm gonna give to Hanma. I think that's for the best. 19 minutes is what I gave that. Yeah, we could put it there, I guess. Let's change that time as well. 21 minutes. Not that it matters. Taue's being overbooked. Yeah, I'm assuming he's not. That's not the issue. Yeah, I was really gotta be more thoughtful of that, so I don't have to waste my time doing that. So you get this match? No, that's Kobashi too. Must have the main. Nope, that's Sasuke, or the co-main. So you have Kenta. Yep. Hayabusa, sure. There we go. That hit the spot. Man, this is very fun. Very, very fun to see how it all ends. We got it there. It took a little while. We went off course after the first day, but we got it back, and we've been having some pretty good shows. I'm just kind of curious on our size, where we're at pop-wise. While we're there, we just got to have a pretty good show here. Hopefully it's not a shit show. And then we'd be up too big as Hiro and Masato Tanaka's Hiro with the death blow in 940. Funny, it's too short, but it was the opener. Crowd, come on. So I got a 68. This next match is Ishii Nagata's. Ishii gets one brainbuster in 20 minutes. He got off his game. It's Hanma with the pillar crash over Sakuraba in 1915. That got an 80. 77 for Shuji Ishikawa and Kenta Kobashi. Trusted the gut. As Ishikawa outperformed him by 2. Ishikawa gets the win 21-46 with the Hawaiian Splash Mountain. 67. Not sure what happened there. It's just lack of selling, because like Morishima and Jun Akiyama should have at least gotten a little bit higher than that, I thought. But we'll take a look at the dirt sheet. Poor selling, a low morale for Morishima. I keep on trying to put over Morishima to get his morale back up. It's not happening. Daisuke gets the Moonsault Press win in 1815 over Takayama. 73 for Kenta and Yuji Kobayashi. Should have been a little bit better. Definitely with an 88 and 73. Not sure what happened there. Got very good hot crown, just poor selling. God damn it. 84 though for Shibata and Naito, as Shibata with a PK kick over Naito in 27-54. Good stuff there. Hell yeah. 78. Damn. For Claudio Nakajima. It's 1 point difference because of the injury. Nakajima gets the big win there in 27-56 with that bridging German suplex in the main event. Don't lose pop. Oh, thank God. As that would have been a nice night to have Shibata main event. But we got lucked out. But yeah, we're gonna also give to Morishima and Hanma again. I mean, Hanma's just been having some great string of performances, in my opinion. There we go. Please pleased, happy, seem pleased. Alright, so hopefully Morishita's on our good side. Here's our final show of the round robin tournament aspect of the Global League. And it's been quite the barn burner. We've feel like as far as who came into this and in this Global League and has came out on a higher pedestal, definitely Nakajima and Daisuke Sakamoto. Would have been Kento Miyahara too, but an injury foiled that. And even I'd say Ishikawa too really elevated his stock, I think. He had some pretty good performances. As far as Bison Smith got an offer from All Japan. Trying to steal Bison. Assuming it's a written deal. Oh, no, it's an injury deal. Yeah, sure. Or not using them. Someone should. So, yeah, now on to day 9. It's the final show here in Jinju Stadium. Which is just hilarious that we seem to always be running in Jinju Stadium for these final shows. 49,000. Whew. That is a shit ton of people. Let's just bump it up to 50. Yeah, we'll have a sellout Jinju Stadium. That is for sure. At least damn near a sellout. Not sure how the weather will be like in December. But they'll be there. They will be there. So we know about added just a whole ass match. So yeah, Kenta Shibata and Claudio and Hero. You know, that's where we're at as far as what will be. It sucks because we were gonna have Miyahara and Nakajima too. Like it was gonna be a pretty awesome show all in all. But yeah, for Kenta and Shibata, it's a draw. It is a draw, which will mean that Kenta will be advancing with 15, and Shibata will be advancing only to be coming up just short by 1 point. Tough loss. Had 2 draws the whole time. That cost him. Cost him dearly. As for Block B now, you know, Marufuji, he's going to be beating Masato Tanaka, so that's no spoiler there. I think everybody kind of saw that one coming. But it comes down to Chris Hero and Claudio. Claudio is going to be beating Chris Hero. How about that? So that means our finals are Naomichi Marufuji, as far as actually no, it's still it's Chris Hero still. Rather, it's going to be Chris Hero and Kenta in the finals. And that would have been fun to do Marufuji and Kenta again. I thought about it as a finals, but just was like, we'll do Marufuji and Hero instead, which I think will still be a very good match. Just because, you know, the match itself, as far as that goes, as far as having Hero and Kenta rather, that just Hero and Kenta would be a much funner match and a better match. But either way, I think it was really a no-lose situation. But yeah, I really throughout that whole tournament, I was just, when I was planning it, I really changed my mind on so many different outcomes. I had like probably 7 or 8 different I had at one point Shibata going all the way to win his block and winning the Global League, being the first champion to win it. Thought about that, and I was like, that might be a little too kind of railroady. Felt like it would have been fun to have somebody else in the finals, at least. Seemed like, at least, that would have been a fun way of doing that. And, I still think I stand by it, and we'll see what happens here. As far as for the rest of this card, probably, Daisuke and Naito is going to be pretty awesome. Naito's going to beat him. That should be a pretty fun match. Kobashi and Yuji Nagata, I'm just going to put out there now, just to do this, and there's going to be like a little thank you, Kobashi, for your last Global League. You're a fucking hero. Ishii and Ishikawa is going to be really, really awesome, and we're going to give Ishikawa the win. We're going to give that some more time, too, because that's going to be an awesome match. Hanma no Kobayashi, another pretty good match there. Hanma's going to get the win. And Takayama and Morishima with, I want to say that was Morishima getting the win. I kind of clicked it. Oh, it's Takayama getting the win. I'm cool with that. Cool with that. As, yeah, I mean, this would probably be the opener. Probably push that up. Yeah, that's probably going to be better as well, and I think there. As far as, and then we'll have Sakuraba in his last match of the tournament. He will be taking on Jun Akiyama, which we're going to give Sakuraba the win there. They never had a match, though, which is pretty exciting. 19 minutes. Sakuraba getting the win. And that will probably push us into... Oh, we already were. Never mind. It's referee used too much. I'm just going to go off the top. Nope. See if it's the go-main with Hiro and Claudio. I kind of forget which one it was. Okay, it was the right one. Perfect. Change the date to 3 hours. There we go. We have our final set. It's going to be Kenta and Hiro, which just is pretty fun. I think as a whole, pretty fun. Looks they'll be joining the likes of one of those two men. We're joining the likes of Takayama and Morishima. Will it be the first Gaijin? Will it be Kenta's first one? We'll see. As Narumichi Marufuji with a Sharon Yu at 9:54. It's a nice win there to end out his strong showing. As Morishima finally starting to get rolling, and then Takayama gets him with the effort suplex in 22-18. Even though he got outperformed by like 20 points. So Takayama, big upsets was really because he's just so big. Like it's I think believable upsets with him when you throw him in a global league like this. Plus he's the first ever winner too, so he's got that credibility. Nice one for Sakuraba there as he gets 74. Right guy wins, and all in all pretty fun showing. 67 for Kobashi and Nagata. They have great chemistry, which is awesome because they actually do have great chemistry. I thought their GHC title match way back when, almost about 8 years at that point, 7-8 years ago, and Kobashi gets the win over Yuji Nagata. A little thank you, Kobashi, which I got a 66. I was kind of nervous about how that would have went, but happy it did pretty well. Well, Kobashi actually outperformed him. That's pretty awesome. As Hanma in getting the win with the Pillar Crash at 18:34. Not enough selling show. 75 for Ishikawa and Ishii. Crazy that Ishikawa outperformed him. Pretty awesome. Daisuke Sakamoto outperformed Tetsuya Naito. As Naito gets the win to Stardust Press, though, in 21:52. That's a 78. And 86 for Claudio, busting out the win in the final seconds. I mean, 29-17 doesn't do it justice. This would have been like 29-47 as far as legitimately, if I was to, like, in the exact seconds of the match, how it would have ended. It would have been that. Very fun, though. Good luck following that. It almost did. It's Kenta in Shibata draw. Shibata just, and there's also playing up to the fact of like Kenta rolling out of the ring and really playing it up to knowing that he just can't lose to Shibata and just kind of that psychology behind that. And it plays to the fact that like Shibata's got the octopus hold on, and just waiting for Kenta to tap, and when the bell rings after a couple seconds, Kenta starts tapping when he hears the bell. Just kind of chicken shit and stuff like that. Which might not be the best way of going about it, but I just feel like that'd be a fun kind of psychology way where somebody knows going in that he just can't lose, and he survives. He survives Shibata, and that's fun. That's a fun match, though. And Kenta outperforms him, which is pretty cool. 83 show rating. It's Claudio and Hiro have a great match, and Kenta and Shibata go the distance. Pretty fun stuff. I think all in all, definitely a successful global league. I think we increased pop more than we lost pop, I think, as a whole. Could be wrong, though. I just feel like from like days 5 to 9 in the first day. Well, there's a couple of days we didn't even lose Pop 2, to be fair, so I think we pretty much, I think we came out ahead, if I had to guess. As far as who's going to get put over here, it's a great question. I think Kenta deserves it for the performance he had, as is Sakamoto, and then probably we're going to give a hug to Kobashi. Last Global League, and he gave it his all. Almost a Cinderella story. I thought about it too. I was like, do we just have him win it? Give it to Kenta Kobashi at the end of his career, but decided not to. Obviously, we don't know when he's going to retire, but obviously he retires in December of 2013. I'm assuming maybe it'll be around that time. Maybe it won't be. Who knows? We shall see. But now it's for the fun part. We also had to have a show against Final Resolution. It was gonna Bobby Roode and Kurt Angle. Again, Brock Lesnar losing. As the round table's Jarrett, the Pope, and Brock. And Brock's lost like almost every match. Still, it's just very, very funny. That's TNA for you. Bringing in Brock Lesnar and having him lose a lot. 30,000 now. That's a lot of fucking people. But yeah, that was the Global League. And now for the interesting part of trying to put together a show for this Great Voyage in Tokyo. So, I know I want to do, obviously, we have our finals, Kenta and Hiro, but we also have Devitt and Ishimori for the Junior Heavyweight title. And we'll figure something else out, too, throughout the card. And we'll run through the card and whatnot before we get to the show. And we'll have everything pre-booked and everything to make this episode as short as possible. Obviously, running 10 shows in this one episode can be a lot. It can be a bit of a long episode, so we want to make it as short and as simple as possible. We'll get you guys for the Great Voyage in Tokyo. Alright, so something shitty happened. So I was planning on signing Chris Hero to an exclusive deal because I didn't realize that wasn't already a thing. So I simmed, and it was like, oh, your bid failed because you had a relationship with Ring of Honor, and then they just signed him. Like, PWG matched that deal that we were trying to do for exclusive per-show deal, and I said fuck it, because I just rolled it back to the last save point, because, it wasn't like, that wasn't, usually, the way I advance, I just, click the little arrow here, and just go to, like, the next show, or, whatever the fuck, the user's next show. It's usually what I click to. And, for some reason, usually, because the way I have it set up is if there's a counter bid, it stops it. But because it failed because of a relationship, it didn't stop it. So hence why I rolled it back. If it was like a normal, like me fucking up, then I would have been okay with it. But because it was the game's fault and not my fault, I said fuck it. And because we closed our relationship with Ring of Honor, because it's definitely worth it to get the man, the myth, the legend himself on an exclusive deal that is Chris Hero in this save. I mean, he's been incredible. It's definitely worth it. As far as the card, as I have to drag it now back over here, so that's fine. It was nice and ready to go for everyone. And also, I'm going to change this because it doesn't worry about pop anymore. We just have to wait until until we can get back to big, because of our complete failure of being there for a show and then dropping. So the show, we already knew the main and co-main, but for the rest of the card, Kings of Wrestling versus Laughter 7 versus Diamond Ring of Claudio and Zack versus Kushida and Shibata versus Diamond Ring of Nakajima and Keno. So a 2v2v2 heavyweight junior match. Claudio and Zack don't have great chemistry, so that might affect the match a little bit, but I still think it should go over pretty well. Then the next match is a tag of Marufuji and Akiyama against Tomo Akiyama and Shuji Ishikawa. Then we have a junior tag match of Red Dragon and Atsushi Aoki and Kotaro Suzuki of the Anti-No Mercy Union. Should be pretty fun there. Another tag match of Kobashi and Kento Shiga against Yoshihiro Takayama and Yoshida Kanemaru. So we did this match back in July on a Road 2 show during the anniversary tour. And that might have been August, actually. July, August. And Takayama and Kanemaru won that match. We'll see what happens this time around. We're also going to have Jimmy Yang and Ricky Marvin in a singles match. A little junior heavyweight action there. And then we have the Young Lions involved in the opener. As far as it's Tetsuya Naito and Tetsuya Endo versus Tomohiro Ishii and Konosuke Takeshita. What a fun match that would be in 2021. In 2012, when we have two Young Lions, it should be kind of interesting. But yeah, last show of 2012, and then we'll be right into 2013. Crazy how fast we're moving. We're not even 20 episodes into the series, and we're already 2 years in. Pretty nuts. And let's get on with the show. Yeah, we'll be running Jinju Stadium yet again, obviously. We have a backstage incident. It's Jimmy Yang, who was brought before Wrestler's Court, accused of being an hour late to pick up his assigned travel partner. The judge, Kenta Kobashi, found him guilty and sentenced him to pay for his travel partner's meals for the next 3 shows. Good stuff there. As for, obviously, the main event, what everyone came to see, the Global League. In 40 minutes, Chris Hero will be beating Kenta and will be the first ever Gaijin to win the Global League, and is also in a very, very big moment. We're going to have Kobashi be the road agent for that match, as far as he's now going to take on Shibata at the first Navigation show. Will he have a better success this time around than his last title match? We shall see. In the co-main, Prince Devitt and Taiji Shimori. That's going to go 29 minutes. As Prince Devitt is your new junior heavyweight champion. He is double champ now. It's going to be junior heavyweight and junior heavyweight tag team champions. Mr. Two Belts. We might have 2 people with 2 belts. As far as, might be Chris Hero and Prince Devitt, which is, it sucks because on one hand, Chris Hero has definitely earned that spot, and I think Devitt has too. It's just kind of funny, 2 Gaijins are just walking around with the belts, with all the belts, basically. And then, obviously, we'll go into the 2v2v2 match of Claudio and Zach against Laughter 7 and Diamond Ring, as Kushida's going to be Keno there. Obviously, Keno, the worst of the 6 guys, and he's going to take the fall. Then we're going to have Marufuji and Jun Akiyama against Shuji Ishikawa and Tomo Akiyama, as Ishikawa's going to pin Jun Akiyama. Just want to make sure I say that's a fresh match. But also, kind of fun fact about Naomichi Marufuji, in the Global League, in this save, in 2011, he tied the winner of the block in Takeshi Morishima, and who went on to win it all. Fast forward, Block B again. He ties with Hero, and Hero goes on to win the block. And it not only wins the block, but obviously wins the Global League. So that is twice now. The man has tied with the eventual winner. Maybe 2013 will be Naomichi Marufuji's year. Just kind of a funny little tidbit there, I thought, at least. Maybe nobody else thought it was. It's just kind of an interesting fact. So we're going to go... I already kind of forgot the placement of the bottom half of the... Yeah, it's Red Dragon first. I was about did Kobashi instead. I'm glad I didn't. So Kyle O'Reilly's going to be at Tsushioki there in 18 minutes for that match. And then Kobashi and Kento Shiga will be beating Yoshihiro Kanemaru. Of course, we're going to have Kobashi end out the tour on a win. This final Global League. Jimmy Yang, Ricky Marvin. Jimmy Yang's going to get the win. And we're going to try to get him back on our good graces, because maybe eventually we'll bring him back as Naito and Endo against Konosuke Takeshita and Tomohiro Ishii, as Takeshita will be taking the fall to Tetsuya Naito, but I'm excited to see how that one plays out. And another, just 1 minute, so we'll just bump 1 minute away from a match. There we go. So, our pre-show matches. I think we're going to do a singles for one match. I want to get Walter involved in something. Maybe Walter and Yuji Hino, because that match sounds incredible. And that kind of like blocks up kind of like everything that's happening with the rest of the title scene, as far as Chris Hero winning the Global League too, because that was going to be, Yuji Hino and Morishima do a title match. They were the #1 contenders. They earned it by beating Kenta and Yoshihiro Takayama at the last show, or at the last major episode. And just to remind everyone. And it's been a while, a couple of shows, but yeah, beating Kenta and Yoshihiro Takayama, that kind of placed them in the number one spot. And we gotta wait because the Kings of Wrestling have now a chance for history. But yeah, this is how had to redo the card, and it actually went 10 times better than the actual show. It's now the best show we've ever done because of it, which is kind of hilarious. I also flip-flopped the order. I forgot this should have went on last, but that's alright. Still, it's still a fun show to just kind of see how it's like if TEW was on my side when I was recording. I wish this would have happened, but we'll take a 92 and an 89 back-to-back and a 90 show rating. It was pretty awesome to see, and it just kind of bummed me out. I was like, well, wish that would have happened when I was recording. And trying to think what would probably be the best option here. I'm thinking a junior tag match, maybe Live Strong Die Hard and Harada and O'Hara, since O'Hara's finally back. We haven't done that. 10 minutes. We'll have Eddie get the win over O'Hara. And that, just like that is the last show of the year in the books. Let's see what happens. Make sure. Just Keno's used too much. Everything else is good to go. 61 pre-show. Yeah, Roddy and Eddie are high-key killing it. As the sick kick into the Die Hard driver for Live Strong Die Hard, as Eddie pins Hajime O'Hara in 9:37. 66 for Eugene and Walter, as Eugene with the fucking bomb in 10:30. Now on to the main show as a 59. Oof. As I figured so, but Takashita and Endo are actually around the same as far as ratings-wise. Naito with the Glory at 9:58. Takashita is off his game. I mean, what a fucking Young Lion debut. 48,000 people in Jinju Stadium. Yeah, that's a pretty big fucking deal to end out, to have your first ever match in front of that many people. That's nuts. I'd have a panic attack. As a 48, they don't click. Damn it. As Marvin even outperformed him too. So far, this has not been a good show. Maybe we're gonna go 67 at least. Is Kobashi pinning Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Burning Lariat, not a burning hammer. As the wrong team won. Or actually, no, the right team won. Never mind. I was thinking the wrong team won, but no, the right team won. Just a little too short for an important match in the eyes of the audience. Is another 66. Fish and Riley beat Kotori Suzuki and Tsushioki. I figured they were going to be outperformed, but I wanted to give Red Dragon a win, was the thought process there. And 82, there we go, as Marufuji and Jun Akiyama lose, though, to Shuji Ishikawa and Tomo Akiyama of the Strong Pillars of Violence, as Ishikawa pinning Jun Akiyama with a Hawaiian Splash Mountain, 77-78, and Marufuji with a 90. Fucking awesome. 78 for the Claudio, Zack Sabre Jr., Katsuri Shibata, Kushida, Katsuki Nakajima Keno match, as the order of elimination, that's not how it would have went, but that's alright. Would have been a single fall contest. I always forget to do that, to make that and make it a default thing to where I can just click it, as Shibata with a 91, best guy in the match, followed by Katsuki Nakajima, now Claudia, because of the negative chemistry. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Kushida with a 71 now. He almost outperformed Claudio. Skokena with a 57. Listen, even though he was technically the worst guy in the match, it wasn't close. It was actually pretty close because of the negative chemistry. That's awesome for Keno. He's come a long way. A 76 for the co-main. It's Prince Devitt. Stops the reign of Taiji Shimori, as he is your new junior heavyweight champion. Hell of a run for Taiji Shimori. Almost a year, had like 8 defenses. He did the damn thing. Just got outperformed he even outperformed his opponent in the end. Maybe we should get the reign going. It just felt like it was time. Prince Devitt double champ. Pretty cool. An 85 main event. Kenta probably should have won. He outperformed him. But I kind of booked myself into a corner with Kenta winning in his block, because honestly, I think if I had to do it again, probably would have had Shibata win the block and had Shibata win it all. Probably because Kenta, I couldn't do Kenta and Shibata again because they've had 2 matches already just in 2012. I thought like it'd be too much, but having Hero and Shibata again, just that seemed like a little bit more intriguing. Maybe even do Kenta and Marufuji again. That probably would have been the better choice, to be honest, in the finals. But that's what happens, though. You got so many talented guys, and eventually what you think is the top guy ends up getting swooped by other people, and that's pretty much what happened. Because Hero's doing very, very well. Just wasn't just poor selling and then inconsistency. Just he was inconsistent there. But that is a hell of a show, though. An 83-85 main event. I'll gladly take it. Thank you all for watching here, as we had quite the show. As we'll put over Jimmy Yang, and we'll put over Naomichi Marufuji for his efforts, and yeah, we'll give Chris Hero a hug. Being the first Gaijin to win the Global League. Pretty awesome. Good stuff there. That is the end of 2012, and on to 2013 we go. Well, you know what's going to be the main for First Navigation. Shibata Hero. Is Chris Hero going to now become the first Gaijin GHC Heavyweight Champion? Is he going to surpass what Eddie Edwards did? I want to say Eddie won that in 2016. Might have been 14, actually. I thought it was 16. As PWG keeps on changing their fucking bid. Okay, we're the only serious offer, though. Thank Christ. As, yeah, we'll probably, as far as we'll go through kind of what's all happening when that episode comes out, the next episode, like where everybody ranked as far as the awards and all that fun stuff, as I'll just go ahead and advance to it to end it out. Thank you all, and we'll catch you guys next time. Have a happy holidays, everyone. I know we're coming up on Christmas, so that's going to be exciting, and now will be the last episode of 2021 will be coming up. Jeez, that's kind of poetic in a way. We'll have the last episode of 2021 will be the start of 2013. We'll be going back in time still. If we keep going farther and farther away from the future as far as for this series. Thank you all, and take care, everyone.